Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Right, so now we're going to be talking about the heirs themselves. So heirs are divided into three categories. The first category are known as those who have a specific share mentioned for them in the Quran and in narrations. So these are known as the people who have shares. In Arabic, you call it dhawil furud. The second category are those relatives who take the remainder of whatever's left. So whatever is remaining in a share or in a calculation, they take it. So they don't have a specific share. And the third category are the rest of the relatives now. Rest of the relatives. So now you can understand that inheritance only goes to the relatives. Right? It only goes to relatives, it doesn't go to people outside. Right, so let's look at the people who receive shares. This is from the Quran. So I've just brought up a translation. So what is equal to the share of the two females? And then over here it says, but if they are only daughters, two or more for them, there's 2/3. And then it says, if there's only one, then she receives half. And then it says that the parents, each one of them receives 1/6 if there's no children. If there is children rather, and if there is no children, then the mother gets 1/3. And then if there's any brothers, mother gets 1/6. Yeah, so you can pause this and you can read it yourself. I just want to show you that, you know, in the Quran it's mentioned. And if there's a husband, wife passes away, no kids, he gets 1/2. And if there are children, he gets 1/4. And a wife, if the husband passes away and there are no kids, she gets 1/4. And otherwise she gets 1/8. And the brothers, they get 1/6 if there's only one of them. And brothers and sisters, if there's two or more, they share 1/3. So we're going to talk about that in more detail later on, inshallah. Anyway, so that's the shares, that is. Those are the ones who receive a share. Basically, there's 12 of them, and I'll be going through each one in detail. Next, the ones who are remainder and the ones of the family. So I'm going to draw here a little family tree so you guys can understand. So imagine there's a guy, he's got a mom and dad, and then that father has got parents, what we call his grandparents, and the mother's got parents, so grandparents from the mother's side. And then let's say the father's got some brothers and sisters, so you call them his uncles and aunties, paternal uncles and aunties. And then let's say they've got children, those children will be considered his cousins. And then let's say his mother has got brothers and sisters, siblings, those will be considered his maternal uncle and aunties. They've got children, again considered his maternal cousins. And then you have a spouse, husband or wife, and then if they have children, right, so you got son, you got daughter, the son might have children, son and daughter, and his daughter might have children as well. The guy himself might have siblings, brothers and sisters, right, and if they have children, then those children are his nephews and nieces. So you kind of get the idea of the family. So this is basically a rough sketch of the kind of family we're going to be dealing with. Now let me just highlight in this. Let me get a nice color. Let me just show you. So that's him. He's passed away. So the ones in blue, right, those are all those who are going to receive a fixed share that's mentioned for them in the Quran and in the Hadith. Right, so these are the ones that will receive a fixed share. Now the ones in red are the ones that take the remainder. So you got uncle there, you got son there, father has two. He has a share and he also takes the remainder. Grandfather, son, grandson. Yeah. And okay, brothers and sisters, you can also say for them, and even daughters to a degree. Okay, and the rest of them, they are the green ones. These are all the leftover relatives. Yeah, so these are called the zawil furud. The zawil furud. Okay, so that's basically the breakdown of the heirs. So hopefully we're going to be covering each and every single one in this series. So we're going to start off with those who receive a share. We'll be mentioning exactly how much shares they receive, and we'll be doing some calculations as well. And I hope you guys look forward to this. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And thank you very much. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.